My name is Damien. I am reading this book today because I have had EOE pretty much all of my life. And the title is Eating Isn't Always Easy. It's Ben's story about his enophilosophagitis. I don't really know how to pronounce it. It is written by Nancy S. Rotter, who is a PhD, and Qian, MD, PhD, and it was illustrated by Faux Broder. Eating isn't always easy. This book is dedicated to children with eosinophilic gastrointestinal disorders and to their families. In other words, me. Acknowledgements. We would like to acknowledge the department, the Demarest Lloyd Jr. Foundation for their generous financial support, and our foundation for their generous financial support, and colleagues for the Food Allergy Center of Massachusetts General Hospital for intelligence support and inspiration. Introductions for parents and caregivers. Do I have to?
You don't have to.
Okay. We're not going to read that because that's a lot. I'm Ben. This is my house. This is my family. I love playing with my train set and drawing pictures. I have a bike and I just learned to ride it without training wheels. See? No training wheels. I felt scared when I first started to ride without training wheels, but after I practiced a lot, it got easier and easier. I still feel a little scared when I fall off sometimes, but it always helps to get back on. I have something called eosinophilic esophagitis. It's called EOE for short. It's a problem with the part of the body called the gastrointestinal system, or GL system, which is where the food goes after you eat. The esophagus is the tube part of the GL system that moves food from the mouth to the stomach. See it? When I was little, I used to get lots of tummy aches. Sometimes my throat hurt or I would gag and cough when I ate. I used to throw up a lot. Apples are bad. I don't know what that is bad. Milk's bad. Your tummy hurts. Jesus, bad. I didn't like eating very much. My parents knew that something was wrong. They took me to see lots of nice doctors so they could figure out what was happening inside of me. I had to have lots of medical tests. Some weren't so bad. I was scared when I had to have something called an endoscopy, or scope for short. Before the test, I was afraid of going to the hospital and having sleepy medicine for the scope. It turned out that it wasn't as scary as I thought it would be, just like riding my bike without training wheels turned out to be. Normal with EOE. The scope helped the doctors figure out that I have EOE. The doctors told us the reason I felt sick and had trouble eating was because of the EOE. They also told us that it was probably one or more foods I was eating that was causing the problem. The only way to figure out what foods were making me sick was for me to go on a special diet. My GL doctor, or tummy doctor, told me that we were going to be detectives. We were going to solve the mystery of which foods might be causing the EOE. She told me that we would do this very carefully. I would start by eating just a few foods. Then I would slowly add foods back into my diet, and we would look for clues along the way to discover which foods were okay for my body and which ones made the EOE worse. The first step in solving my EOE mystery was to have a lot of a special drink. My doctor told me that the drink would help me get all of the stuff my body needs to be healthy. She also said that it would help me feel better. I tasted 3 different kinds of special drinks: Eclair, Necotate, and Splash. Even though I chose Splash, it took me a little while to get used to the taste of it. I also got to eat a little bit of fruit. After I started drinking Splash, I began to feel better, but I didn't like being able to eat the things my sister got to have. Not being able to eat the things my sister got to have. The first step in solving the mystery sure was hard. After I was on my diet a while, I had another endoscopy since it was the only way to tell for sure if I was getting better. I wasn't as scared this time. My endoscopy showed that my esophagus was better. My GL doctor told me that I was doing an excellent job of being a detective. I also got to add some more foods to my diet. I had to go back to have scopes and see my GL doctor each time I added foods back into my diet. When my scopes looked good, I got to have even more foods back. When the endoscopies showed that the EOE was a problem again, it was a clue that the food I was eating was making my EOE worse. Usually my body gave me clues before the scope. My throat hurt and I started throwing up again. When this happened, I had to stop eating that food, which made me sad. I did not like this part of being a detective. No pizza, no cheese, no other kind of cheese, no other kind of cheese, no cereal, no bagels, no milk, no sundaes. Hard life. No milk, no cereal, no cupcakes, no pizza, no ice cream, no bread, and no peanut butter. It took a long time and a lot of scopes and lots of visits to my doctor to solve the mystery of what was making my EOE worse. But with the help of my GL doctor and my good detective work, we were finally able to solve it. And the things that he can eat are sherbet, cucumber, smoothie, gluten-free pasta, gluten-free muffins, and chicken. Those are some of the main things that he can eat. The good news is that now I know what foods are healthy for me and what foods make the EOE get worse. My body feels better when I eat the foods that are healthy for me. The not so good news is that dairy, things like milk, cheese, and ice cream, and wheat like bread and pasta make my EOE worse. I can't eat these anymore, which still makes me sad and mad sometimes. We don't have many of these foods at my house, so it doesn't bother me too much when I eat with my family. Also, my parents have found some foods that I can eat, like spaghetti made without wheat, and sherbet, which is like ice cream without milk. Should try that. Happy birthday! It's still hard to go to friends' houses and birthday parties sometimes. I can't eat the pizza, cake, or ice cream like my friends, but my parents have found some treats I can eat, so I bring them up with me. Dog is eating all of the ice cream. All of the ice cream. It helps that some of my friends are on special diets too. My neighbor Sally has a peanut allergy, so she can't have anything that might have peanuts in it. My best friend Will has something called celiac disease, so he can't eat wheat like me. It's nice to know that I'm not the only one who has to be careful about what I'm eating. Even though I can't eat the same things that my friends and family can eat, I can still do all of the things that I like to do. I can ride my bike, I can draw pictures, I can play with my trains, and I can be a good detective. Right. Resources for family. All of this stuff. About the authors. About the illustrator. The end.